On November 29, 1985, the morning after Thanksgiving, a man and a woman walked into the University of Arizona Museum of Art in Tucson just as it opened. As the woman chatted with the security guard about a painting, the man slipped up the stairs. In an upstairs gallery hung Willem de Kooning's Woman-Ochre, a painting donated in 1958 and later valued around $100 million. Quickly, the man sliced it from its frame, rolled the canvas, and hid it under his jacket, then headed back downstairs and out the front door. All investigators had to go on were police sketches and a vague description of the car. For more than 30 years, the frame hung empty in the gallery. But who were these bold art thieves? And how was the painting finally recovered and restored? Jump to 2017 in the small town of Cliff, New Mexico, where antique dealer David Woman-Ochre bought a painting at the estate sale of retired teachers Jerry and Rita Alter, who had both died in the previous 5 years. The painting had hung in their bedroom for as long as their children could remember. At Manzanita Ridge, Woman-Ochre's antique shop in Silver City, New Mexico, customers kept asking, "Is that a real de Kooning?" One offered $200,000 in cash. That was the moment he realized this might be more than funky mid-century art. A quick Google search pulled up photos of a stolen de Kooning from Tucson. He called the museum, sent images, and the FBI stepped in. But when Woman-Ochre returned, she was in rough shape. Torn, cracked, and rolled, restretched, stapled, and reframed, and coated with a varnish. In 2019, the painting traveled under tight security to the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, where conservators undertook a painstaking effort to clean away the varnish, repair the flaking paint, and reattach the damaged edges. In 2022, escorted by Homeland Security in an 18-wheeler, Woman-Ochre returned to Tucson at last, 37 years after the brazen theft. She was welcomed with an exhibition called Restored: The Return of Woman-Ochre, and her gallery was renamed Manzanita Ridge, honoring the honest dealers who chose history over a quick fortune. Today, students and art lovers stand where the thieves once did, but now they can admire the masterpiece that finally came home. Here are other events that happened today in history. In 1781, the crew of the slave ship Zong massacres at least 122 enslaved Africans. In 1929, American explorer Richard Byrd makes history's first flight over the South Pole. In 1947, the United Nations votes for the partition of Palestine and the creation of Israel. In 1950, US-led UN troops retreat south 3 weeks after China enters the Korean War. In 1963, Johnson establishes the Warren Commission to investigate the Kennedy assassination. In 1981, actress Natalie Wood drowns in a mysterious boating accident near Catalina Island. In 2001, former Beatle George Harrison dies of lung cancer in Los Angeles at age 58. And now it's time for our Today in History quiz. During World War I, Winston Churchill lost his position as Britain's Lord of the Admiralty after which campaign? Senussi, Wazan, Gallipoli, or the Somme? Liked learning about the theft of Woman-Ochre? Then you'll also enjoy this one about another notorious 1980s crime, the Tylenol murders. Tap the screen to keep the story going on Today in History.